Hey, yeah, I'm back. I'm gonna try and make this one as quick as possible, but I know you guys saw me yesterday or a few days ago rather going through the motions as we all do, and I needed to verbally out loud. I needed to purge out loud. Yeah, and I have no regrets doing that. Um I'd rather do shit like that than do extreme things, And going through all that, and after that, when I came inside, I realized that all this time, for a good while now, I've been fighting myself with a lot of things, and I'm going to get into that. But you it's hard not to, and it's hard not to fight your environment when you're trying to fight to leave a toxic environment and you have no choice but to pull through and see it through. So yeah. I've been watching a lot of things that I used to watch like when I was younger, especially first getting into spirituality, like Ralph Smart, Infinite Waters, Diving Deep once again, if y'all know who that is. Ram Dass, oh, like a saving grace for real. And Bill Donahue. They have said a lot of wise things, especially when it comes to dealing with suffering. So these are the notes that I took, and these were the things that were ringing in my head. Um, when I finally calmed down and I decided to separate and stay in silence and in stillness because that is what my monkey mind needed. So I also wrote it down like I usually do. But again, let's make this fucking quick. So don't take yourself or life so seriously. Give up anger, not the body. Be nothing, but don't dwell in being nothing because that's turning it into something. Don't resist, persist. Soften to fear and pain. Self surrender, purge, and release. Nothing has to be done perfectly. Allowing others to talk bad about me, try and hurt, or even me. So like, the K word me, dislike me to my face or behind my back in general, and still send them love. Letting others copy me because we all really copy each other down here. Because a lot of times that means I'm doing something right. And I put that in quotes too because nothing's right or wrong down here. It's all just experience. That's the basis of that. We can get into a whole conversation about that, but I'm sure y'all know. Anyway, forgiving for the sake of myself and the world, allowing myself and others to reap their karma, loving from a distance, and giving to others or serving others the way God intended me to, because we all can be free. Every relationship formed, whether good, bad, working, or not, is an opportunity to self study the inner parts of you that reflect outwardly through others. Every one of our walks of life is a literal journey through the cosmic body of the all. Like a literal, like imagine yourself walking through a body, like we're cells to an organ to a system to the body. You know what I'm saying? Like from micro to macro. Y'all know this. A body in a body, like a lagoon in an ocean. Allowing reality to be reality. creating my reality, not by forcing the outside to agree with the inside, but by consistently working on the inside, fixing and controlling what I can, and allowing it to reflect outwardly, no matter what things look like. It's always love to the all of it. So, with those ringing in my head, yeah, that was it for that first page. With those ringing in my head, I was also doing a lot of, a lot more meditative practices with being silent and still. And a few of the techniques that I came across specifically from Ram Dass. The first one being a breathing technique, because we all often forget to breathe, like literally, especially in everyday life. We get so caught up in everything that we have to do, everything that needs to get done today, everything that needs to get done tomorrow. We're always trying to create solutions to problems. We're always trying to find every solution to every problem, and that isn't conducive. It doesn't help with our homeostasis, and so we must remember to breathe. Like, I'm trying to fucking breathe here, but I'm trying to I'm trying to read this shit up. But Ram Dass's breathing technique was breathing up in the inhale, and breathing down on the exhale. Breathing up, like, imagine yourself going up, and then breathing down, imagine yourself going down. The breathing up, when you breathe up, you're taking in God's divine love, love of self, and love of all. When you breathe down, you're releasing fear, guilt, turmoil, hate, shame, old habits that don't serve you. And that's pretty much all I wrote. But yeah, y'all get the gist. The second meditation that I did, or that I've been doing, was just meditating on your day to day. Like, this is another meditation Ram Dass mentioned, but it's something that we already do. Like, it's something that we already know. Again, all these things, it's things that we already know. But yeah, doing your day to day with love, but with love in mind, body, mind, and soul. Hold on. To paraphrase like the example that he gave, he said, not just washing the dishes, but being totally in the moment with God and truly appreciating the moment. This moves energies around. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of that shit and coming to terms with life and letting it be that, but not letting it define my journey and define who I am, if that makes sense. I was crying about wanting to return home, spiritually. And another, like, I guess, silly, just, you laugh at yourself because you come back to the same answers and the same conclusions that you have provided yourself before. Remember when I told you guys home is where the heart is? And I found myself recently crying, wanting to go home, but home is here. And so I've just been doing myself a disservice. All this time I've been doing myself a disservice, and it's been building up to the point where I had to lose everything to find myself again. And I mean everything and everyone. I also wrote down a few songs that relate to this current this current moment that I'm in. And I used to listen to The Fray, the band, like, all the time when I was a kid, because I was a depressed teenager and all that. Well, like, it started real young, for real. Like 7. Like, I was listening to The Fray, like, like since I was like a kid. But anyway, the first song is Fall Away. I'm gonna read the lyrics. You made up your mind to leave it all behind. Now you're forced to fight it out. You fall away, fall from your past, but it's following you. And then the second song is Trust Me. The lyrics goes, looking for something I've never seen, alone and I'm in between. The place that I'm from and the place that I'm in, a city I've never been. I found a friend, or should I say a foe, said, there's a few things you should know. We don't want you to see, we come and we go. Here today, gone tomorrow. We're only taking turns holding this world. It's how it's always been. When you're older, you will understand. And Trust Me has been a real deep song that comes up pretty often in my life. Especially that part, when you're older you will understand. And we hate hearing that shit as kids, but it's true. You know, with age comes wisdom. Da da da. But really, really, and if you don't learn from your past, it will come back to bite you. It doesn't matter what shape or form. So you got to deal with your shit. And that's what I'm learning. That's what I'm learning to do. It's a hard pill to swallow. It's not the end. It is an end, but also a beginning. So it doesn't matter if I do end up, starving or whatever in GTA. I can't say like too much. It doesn't matter if I'm on the street in the next like 10 days or whatever, 10-20 days. It doesn't matter if everything that I've worked hard for I have to throw away and only have a backpack to my name. It doesn't matter if I have to give away my cat, Cream, the only being, again, that's ever shown me some real true fucking love for real. Like, well, not the only one, but the only one that's in my life right now. That's directly in my life. So, yeah, it is what it is. And we move forward with grace. It is okay to cry, and it is okay to be angry, and it is okay to feel whatever you need to feel at the moment. It's just important not to dwell. We must release, because I've said this in a post on Instagram. If you don't release that shit, it's just gonna be stuck in you like poop, like and it'll create problems. Like I don't know what the kidney stones. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but constipation. There we go. You'll be emotionally constipated, and you cannot function that way. And that is why the world is functioning the way it is now, because we're all emotionally constipated, and we're all trying to move around each other that way, and we're all just frustrating each other because none of us can deal with each other's pain, because none of us can deal with our own pain. So yeah, I will do my best to do what not even I will do my best. I'll be doing my part, like I said before, to change, to make whatever change we can. Another thing Ram Dass said was, I'm going to paraphrase it here, but what is it? To meditate for not only for the sake of yourself, but the sake of the world, and to also not expect the world to change, but to continue to be a change in the world. You know, you have to give up expectations, but but we still persist and we still um fight, you know, we still do what we can. And that's not to say that the world will never change or whatever, but either way, it does take a lot of the weight off of your own shoulders, um, because we can't fix everything, but we can fix ourselves. And once we fix ourselves, we have more capacity to fix a lot more outside shit. So, like I said, when I was fucking screaming and yelling on the rooftop, it starts with you. It starts with you, and it ends with you for real. Because we die by ourselves for real, but also we don't, because we're all not technically by ourselves. We're all here. It's all of us all together, and yet not. But yes, yes and no, no and yes. Anyway, but also you're with because God, and God is the all, and we are the all. So that's really what I meant by that. But yeah, I love you guys. Take care of yourselves, and whatever situation you may be in, do your best to find modes and ways of dealing, being honest with yourself, being honest with where you're at, and softly dealing. And yeah, play hard. Don't just work hard. Bye, y'all.